Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I wanted to open up with a story today about how I got started. About 5 years ago, I brought this very camera I'm using right now. I was working a regular job, I saved up for a while, and I really wanted to make YouTube videos. It's like I was watching person who inspired me the most, Devin Supertramp. I was watching his videos where he's going to these amazing places and just trying to have fun. Like they look so amazing, so inspiring. Like if you see his channel, like who wouldn't want to be Devin Supertramp? I mean, I'm sure in the reality of it is a lot of time and work, way more than you ever see, but from what you see, it's just, I wanted to do that. So I went and I brought this camera. It's a DSLR. It's my first camera that I went and actually purchased. I think, yeah, it's probably the first camera I ever actually purchased. So it's 5 years ago, I decided I want to make YouTube videos. I want to do it. What did I wait all this time for? In my mind, the truth is like, what am I going to make the videos about? It's like, I could get out and do what he does, but can I really do that? I didn't even have a car then. It's like, how am I going to places and have fun? With who? Like, I mean, that sounds like a depressing thought, but like, there's a bug. But it's like, that was a scary bug. Kind of freaked me out a little bit. But yeah, I know, I'm pretty sure the biggest problem for just getting started is what are you gonna make your videos about? And honestly, you know, you want to find your thing that is you. You want to be unique, I suppose. You want to make it yours. But right now, what you really need to do, what you're looking for, what you clicked on this for, is you want to get started. And I'm here to share with you what's helped me just get started. Now, there's a book, Power versus Force. I'm not telling you have to read it. It's just the idea of it. Is I imagine what's holding you back, what held me back a while, for a long time, for 5 years, is I wanted to come from a place of power, where it's like I know everything, and it's all planned out, it's all gonna be perfect, this is gonna go this way, this is gonna happen, I need this to happen first, this is what I need, and I wanna come from this perfect place of power. And you wanna get to the place where you're only coming from a power place. But the truth is, even this video right now, it's a little bit of this force. Now, I've done these videos a few times, so they gotten better, and they're a lot less force, and there's a lot more power now, a lot less force. But especially when I got started, it was really the idea of, if I don't do it, it's not gonna get done. If I don't do it, nobody else is gonna do it. And it's like, even if it's awkward, I gotta just do it one way or another. I could sit at home, I could sit in my job over here. I could sit at my job over here just going to work and not doing anything and just thinking that this perfect scenario is gonna come, but the truth is it's not gonna come. You gotta just do it. And I forced myself to get out here, literally just right here. I work right over there. I took a break. I'm literally working at that building right there, and I'm just like, I'm gonna make this video right now. And now I guess I'm really getting to the force part of it, where it's like, you're really gonna have to force it at the beginning. You gotta get out there and you gotta just do it. You can't be afraid of perfectionism. Perfectionism screwed me up. Because of perfectionism, God, I didn't do videos forever because I just wanted it to be perfect. And then even when I started doing videos, it's like, oh, I'm gonna put out one a week. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna watch every single video I can on a subject. I'm gonna read every single book I can on a subject, and once a week I'm gonna put out the best video I can put out. But at that rate, how long would it really take me to pick up? Honestly, I still had a lot to learn. Like, forget what I'm gonna make my videos about. I gotta get good on camera. I gotta get comfortable making the videos. Something that I really needed to practice was talking a lot. I used a lot of techniques. I'll give you one that I got from another YouTuber. His name is Alex, where it's like a free association, where you kind of just walk around, oh, there's some plastic stuff, there's some water, there's some trees, that looks like a shopping cart, here's grass. Like, you walk around and I'm walking, there's dirt, and you just like start just like pointing things out, just get your mind working, get your mind going. And then after like about a minute, the theory is then you'll be able to really like get into a flow of it. You'll be able to keep going. The other one is you just try to say things as random as you can. You just like, basketballs, spaceships, Tupac Shakur, Nazis. You know, like, you try to just be random, get your mind started, get your mind going, do a little bit of this technique free social. There's trees, there's grass, there's sky. Yeah, you just play. And I had to practice just talking. Like when I first did my videos, my first two were kind of long because I had a script, but the video wasn't as good as it could have been, in the sense that I'm sitting down literally reading a script I pre-wrote off of a computer. If you get out and you just go with the flow of it, there's a beauty to just going with the flow of things. Like you can't pre-write going with the flow of things. Like you can pre-write the best script ever. You can go over and over and over for weeks and you're gonna have the best script ever. But something Infinite Water says, there's no Photoshop for your energy. Where's the place you're coming from where you're doing it? Because that's what's really most important. I honestly think no matter what you're doing, no matter what you want to do, the most important thing is that people enjoy watching it. Even if you want to do something like this where you want to give advice, not saying that you have to, but even if it was trying to help somebody, it's still more important that they feel good watching it and that they left feeling better, because that's what's going to keep them watching. I think a person like Suicide Sheep, who's just putting music out there, the important thing is still, or someone like Roman Atwell's making vlogs, someone of any field you could think of, even if they're like a basketball player, the important thing is that they're helping people feel good when they watch them, when they actually enjoy watching them. They get uplifted from it. So I want to talk a lot about force in this video, because to be honest, for me just to get where I am right now, I got the point I'm shooting this video, I have over 30 videos. They're not all uploaded yet, but that I'm planning to upload. How did I get to that point? It was force. I told myself that if I don't get out there and I don't just make this video every single day, that I'm never gonna do it. I'm never gonna be a YouTuber. So I was like, I'm just gonna get out there, whether it's good or bad. And a lot of my first videos were really awkward. I was really closed off. I was quiet. I was shy. I wasn't in a good headspace. My energy definitely wasn't the best. And how did it get better? I just kept doing it. Just kept doing it every single day for about a month at this point. Which is like, I gotta make a video today. Like nothing else was more important. And then I go home at night and it's like, I gotta upload a video today. And sure, you're probably working a job just like I am working a job, and you're like, you don't have time for that. Yeah, I get it. You're probably gonna have a lot of nights you miss out on sleep. I tell you this though, if you just practice for a few weeks, it already gets easier. Well, perfect transition to a technique that Travel Fields talked about in his video about making videos. Make, learn, and repeat. I thought it was just the best advice I ever heard for making YouTube videos. It's really straightforward. It's like, you just make the video. Don't worry about if it's gonna be good or not. It's not gonna be as good as it can be. If you do it for a year, it's gonna be better. And then you do it for another year, it's gonna be better. It's never gonna be this perfect creation, but as long as you keep making, and more importantly, you keep learning from it, and you just keep getting better and better and better, then what's stopping you from being the best? What's stopping you from getting 1 million views a day? Even if you gotta put out videos for years and years, like I was telling my friend, you don't wanna hear you gotta make videos for 10 years and then it'll take off and you can port yourself off of it. Nobody wants to hear that. That's depressing, that puts you down, that's demotivational. But what's the alternative? We stay working at our job forever? What is the alternative? Do you have a better plan? At least if you had to put out these videos every single day for 10 years, grind, work, hustle, feels like you're working 2 jobs, at least eventually you can leave the other job and then just do this. What is your alternative? If you have a better alternative, then by all means go for it. If you can start your own business, you don't need to make a YouTube channel so that you can have a good, successful life, then go do that. Go do whatever it is you want to do. But chances are, most people, they don't really know what it is they can do. There are a lot of options out there, but good options aren't always the easiest to find or to get. And it's just like, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this in a way. Because it's like, what is the alternative? I stay working this job for minimum wage right now for the rest of my life? For the rest of my life, I'm not gonna make enough money to retire. There's no retirement plan. Like literally, I'm gonna be here for the rest of my life if I don't do something. So it's like, why not? I work 2 jobs for the next 10 years if I could eventually quit the worst job, start doing this job only, make way more money at this job than I would have ever made at that other one, and make enough money that I could plan my own retirement. I could retire myself. I don't even need to worry about it. There's a saying that goes, good artists cheat, but the greatest artists steal. Now, I'm not telling you to go watch somebody else's YouTube video, write down everything he says, go do everything he does exactly as it is. That's not what I'm telling you to do, to literally steal. But don't be afraid to take an idea from someone. Like, especially like when I'm giving an advice video, a motivational video, I'm telling somebody something, I didn't go down and learn all this information myself. I studied a lot of different people and I took ideas from them and then I made it my own thing. But it's not like I literally write down word for word what they say. Be like, oh, he had this good point. I'm gonna take that point, I'm gonna make my own video about that point. But it's not like I'm repeating myself at this point, but I'm not telling you to literally copy, but don't be afraid of doing what other people do at times. What are you gonna do that you're truly gonna be original? If you're already at this point where you're like, oh, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel, you're already not original in a sense. Other people have made YouTube channels. Whatever you're gonna make your channel about, chances are somebody already did it. If you wanna be a vlogger, there's a lot of vloggers out there. But it doesn't mean you can't do your own thing still. It doesn't mean you can't make it your own. Even if you look at things that other people do, it doesn't mean that you can't take it, bring your own character, your own personality, your own life story to it, and just put your own spin on it. PewDiePie actually admitted that what a lot of YouTubers are really doing are seeing what other YouTubers are doing and just trying to do that and see if it works for them. If you made it to this point, you might be able to tell my energy is kind of off right now. I'm really kind of like spaced out and in my head. My head gets really hot. You know what's a good boy talk about? There's the outer techniques and the inner techniques of everything. There's outer techniques, there's inner techniques. I talked about a lot about outer techniques. Basically, the general idea of just do it. You want to do something, just do it. Whatever you want to do a video about, just do it. If you got an idea for a video, do it. Just do it. Don't worry about your channel has to fit this category. This is who I am, this is what I do. If you got an idea for a video, don't be afraid, just make it. As long as you feel like you did your best at it, that's all that really matters. Nobody's gonna really care, oh, like, why is this vlogger giving me advice today? Why is he teaching me about something today? Or why is this guy teaching me stuff, trying to do a vlog now? Like, forget that. You need to just get your content out there. If you want to really be a YouTuber, putting daily videos out there really does help. If you're putting videos off because you're worried about them being perfect, then you're not gonna get videos out there. You're not gonna become the YouTuber. But if you just try, eventually, and as long as you keep getting better, you're gonna get where you wanna be at some point. But let me get into the inner techniques. Now let's talk about, you wanna make people, there's bugs attacking me. I think a mosquito tried to bite me. God. My energy is so all over the place. This whole video, I gotta focus on the camera, but I'm so distracted. There's all these bugs out here. Energy though. That's what I'm talking about. I'm being attacked by bugs, but I'm raising my energy now. Weird is how that is. It's not like I'm here like, why are these bugs attacking me? I'm gonna cry about it. Like I was a little complainy there because I'm talking about it, but I brought my energy up as I was talking about it. Inner game techniques. Whew. God, if you want to make people feel better by watching your stuff, do it first. You be the person who feels good first. Don't just think that people are gonna just feel good because they watch your stuff. You feel good first. You want to learn some inner game techniques? I'm really like building up to this one because a lot of people are afraid of this idea, but try meditating, all right? You may have never watched a video about how to make YouTube videos that told you to meditate. I'm gonna tell you to meditate. I'm gonna tell you to learn about yourself. I'm gonna tell you to learn to deal with your mental and your emotional issues, manage yourself better, learn to manage problems better, learn to be an entrepreneur who doesn't focus on his problems in life, but he's so busy focusing on his solutions that's what he's growing. That's what he's doing. Yeah, the guy I was going on a roll there, and then I got in my head a little bit. This is the part where you need to be honest. Not with me, but with yourself. We all know suffering to one extent or another. We all know hatred, anger, depression, anxiety. Let me give you different words in case those words scare you. We all have felt sad at a time. We all have been thinking too much at a time. We've all had problems in our life. We've all had stress. We've all had suffering one form or another. Right now, I'm suffering a little bit because, God, I don't know how I'm gonna do these videos with all these bugs coming out. As the summer gets closer, this is gonna get worse. But admit it. But one of the reasons Roman Atwood's got so big is because he tries to be positive. He tries to be happy. He tries to, I mean, they call it forced positivity, but what if you didn't have to force it? What if you worked on yourself so much, So there's outer and there's inner techniques. The outer technique is what I talked about in the beginning. Just like getting out there, forcing it, just doing it, things of that sort. But what if you also, in the inner techniques, you worked on yourself so much that you could come out here and just for no reason, you're just happy, you're excited, you're friendly, you're motivated just because it's your natural state of being. How much better would your videos be if you were confident? Ooh, I think that's a big one. Imagine you worked on your self-confidence and your self-esteem and you rose that up too. You're doing not just one or the other, but you're doing both. You're on the physical realm. You're getting better at editing your videos, making your videos, applying more techniques, learning the mistakes, learning from the mistakes, seeing what works for you, what doesn't, changing things, tweaking things, growing, editing better, upgrading your computer, upgrading your camera, studying, thinking, making ideas for new videos. These are all on the outer level. And on the inner level, you're meditating. You're learning about why you get stressed out. Not what stresses you out, why does that stress you out? Not what angers you, why does that anger you? Why are you being triggered? Where is the trauma that you've been holding on to since your childhood that's holding you back in life? And that when you're trying to have a normal conversations, you feel that little tweak where it's like, oh, why am I angry right now? And you learn to let it go. So it's really empowering. It's really empowering. You need both. You can't just be out here like, okay, I'm gonna force my videos, and then you're all sad and you're all depressed and you're all miserable and you're all tired. Nobody's gonna want to watch that. But if you can work on yourself, be honest with yourself. I'll wrap up this video now. I don't know what the heck is this. Kind of looks like to me like a homeless man could have been sleeping in here in the cold. Excuse me if you're sleeping in here, homeless man. I don't want to bother you. You do you. I'll do me over here. Don't have to worry about me. But imagine this reality now. I'm gonna wrap up the video. Where you're doing everything on the physical realm, just force. Like, it's gonna be forced a little bit. You wanna get to power, you don't wanna always be forced, because you're gonna get burnt out. You're gonna get tired out with force. That's part of getting better, is gonna help you get into more of a place where you're coming from power and you don't have to force your videos, which will take time and practice, because you're not just gonna be good, but you can keep doing it, keep getting better, and then you'll be good. That's the physical realm. And then the inner realm, it's kind of spiritual. This is kind of a little the spiritual side. Then you're also growing yourself as a person. You're getting happier. You're getting higher vibration. When you do things like that, I mean, if you're really a pragmatic person, you don't like to hear things like that, but the universe is gonna wanna help you. The world is gonna wanna help you. If you're going out and you're making videos that make people feel good, people are gonna wanna help you. People are gonna want you to keep making those videos. The universe is gonna want you to keep making those videos because you're making the world a better place. You're making yourself better. God, forget the money. Forget the YouTube videos. Forget everything though. Imagine you're just happy for no reason. That is success in and of itself. The kind of person you can become if you're focused on growing yourself. And it actually helps if you have something you're doing on the physical realm, so you're growing on both sides of it. It helps with the spiritual growth, because it's kind of hard to grow spiritually when you're worried in your mind about money, because money isn't the root of all evil. It's the lack of money that really causes a lot of problems in the world, is when you don't have it. But yeah, wrapping up here, I talked about the physical side, and the spiritual side, the emotional side, the mental side. Imagine if you got all that under wraps, then what's stopping you from making a YouTube video at this point? Get out there, just do it. Make it about whatever you want. It's gonna suck at first. I'll say that again, it's gonna suck at first. You're not gonna be good. You're gonna be shy, you're gonna be awkward. You're probably gonna make a video and you're gonna be like, I'm not a YouTuber. What was this guy talking about? I can't force YouTube videos. I suck shit. My videos are bad. I was so horrible on the camera. I was so shy. I was so awkward. So was I. And I put off making videos for 5 years because of all these different factors. But then I realized I'm not gonna get anywhere like that. Where I'm gonna get anywhere like that is just doing it anyway. Keep going, keep moving forward, just forcing it until I get to the point. The idea is you only have so many years of your youth and of your life where you can work hard, and then you want to get to a point where you peaked out, and then you could kind of slowly like come down from your horse into your retirement, hopefully. But you're not going to get there by doing nothing. Okay, and yeah, wrapping up, I want to try to wrap up on the spiritual side. Meditate. Learn to clear your mind. Don't tell me you don't have anxiety. Don't tell me you don't have problems with not thinking too much. Don't tell me you're the most calm and happy person in the world. Because if you were, you probably wouldn't be watching this. If you were the most calm and happy person in the world, what do you need success for? What do you need to do anything for if you're already as happy as you can be? You have everybody as a human, as part of the human condition. They have a brain, it likes to think, it thinks on its own, it puts its own thoughts in there. You're not always controlling it. We always think that because we're thinking, it's our thoughts and we're in control of it, but we don't realize that thoughts just can pop into our mind, and we have to learn slowly but surely over like a yearly process too, to just let go of the thoughts. Not hold on to thinking so much. Clear your mind. Why is this important? Again, because then you're gonna feel better. Your energy is gonna be better. And honestly, you'll be able to work harder, focus more. You're gonna be a stronger person. And when you bring that energy to the video, people are gonna wanna watch it more, and the universe is gonna wanna help you make your videos more. Have a nice day, guys. Go make a YouTube video.